Well, folks, I'm here in my room, and I'll tell you about, I don't know, I mean, you're such a gamer and stuff, but now we'll tell you about communities in Florida, actually South Florida, actually. Well, I heard some things of different communities. This Miami, Florida is mostly based in, this is one of the largest Spanish American communities here in the US. And you have people from Spanish speaking countries. Other than that, you have Spanish speaking community in California, Texas, you know, Spanish American or you know, people. I'm talking about people from Spanish speaking countries, not just from Spain, but from Spanish speaking countries, and the Caribbean, and you know, there's countries in the Caribbean that speak Spanish. But now I'm gonna tell you interesting between Asian cultures. Right here it is. This is not New York. This is not California. But you know, the interesting part of this is that I know what it's called. Back then, or around back, there was, I don't know if you've seen my Instagram, Miguel A. Alarcon Instagram. That's my Instagram. Well, if you have noticed that in Channel 4, they used to have this reporter just to represent a small percentage of this community, of a certain culture, of a country that I wanted to go someday. Well, actually, I know I have been harsh to somebody from that background, saying stupid things, but everybody needs to get along. It doesn't matter what. You know, the one thing to get along, and one thing of their issues and everything, you know, is the Japanese community. I understand this. Sometimes I have ripped Godzilla movies from YouTube, you know, and put it on the DVD, and I watch Godzilla movies. Anime, I don't know where they're gonna have. I used to stay up late to watch anime. I used to practice Japanese, but I need to practice. Konnichiwa, arigato, ohayosaimasu, migumori. Some other Japanese words that I forgot to know. I don't know what it is. Ozimatsutara. You get it. I don't know if you know Japanese very well, if you understand. Genkai desu ka? How are you? So, this is what it is about Florida. I live in this area, and you know, there's Miami Lakes. The Miami Lakes area, and you have Hialeah Miami Lakes area. Now, in this section, where I live right here, there is no actually about Spanish speaking community, and then we need a little bit of everything. You know, Miami has everything more diverse on this. It's as a community, as to forming a new community, that would be awesome. Then, you know, we have in Miami a French-speaking community. Haitians speak French and they speak Creole. Well, Little Haiti and Bahamians. And what else it is that actually I'm starting to like this. This is not what it is. I heard something about Japanese festivals and stuff, and you know, like some kind of a Japan thing. I heard that when they have when they give this in New York City around Central Park. Central Park is where they give a thing called a Japan Day. Now, Japan Day is something to celebrate Japanese culture. Is it similar to our? What's the different similarities? Asian culture or the Japanese culture have different ways of expressions. Bow down, different way to expressions. Just a little bit of less words, but it shows they have good expressions. You know, very hard-worn people, good expressions. Expressions show this kind of affection. You know, in the Japanese culture, it's always shown by expression. Expression is something that it shows, you know, they're family-oriented kind of culture, you know. Put it that way, impossibilities that if you want to criticize them, whatever, I don't know. I don't know. I don't live around them, but let me tell you what kind of expected of one thing it is in their culture. What it is on their values. The moral values are like 1950s American moral values. In that kind of sense, right? Then what it is this reporter that I've seen in Channel 4. And is, I think her name is Shannon Hori. She's one of the Japanese Americans to appear in a channel in Channel 4, but now she went to Kentucky, and I heard about the issues. But that's what it is with the becoming of this new community called Shannonville. Shannonville might be around this area. It might be this. It is just a small little community in Miami, Florida, that we need to develop, and then people from Japan could come to create Shannonville. You know, it would be from, I don't know, Miami Lakes to the end of there. Shannonville starts where it is. I don't know what it could be awesome if we start Shannonville. You know, what they call it Shannonville is because of the news reporter from Channel 4 one time. That's what it's called, Shannonville. And then what it is, the church that I go to might have a Japanese priest. Then the service goes into Japanese in a mass, you know, and might not understand it. Maybe it may get me look through it to get prepared and ready to go over there. Because I wanted to go to Japan one day. There's different kind of things in my mind to say, oh yeah, I have things to do what it is. So what it is not all of them are Shintoists or Buddhist. They have Christians in Japan, both Protestants and Catholics. You know, thank God for Xavier. Wasn't for Xavier, then they'll be all, you know, call it pagan, in other words. You know, is what it is then this new community to form. You know, any people could go to college, or whatever. People from California might could go to Florida, but in California, in New York, and wherever the Japanese community could live, they could form a new community, and they have call it Shannonville, and Shannonville community could be more progressive, and then somebody from Shannonville could, you know, improve the mass transit system here in Miami, Florida, make it better, you know, make it more like New York City's, you know. If we create Shannonville and Miami, Florida could elect somebody that's raised in Shannonville, wherever, then most likely the Metro Rail could expand to Sun Life Stadium, and the bus routes will run exactly like the ones in New York City, because New York City has the best mass transit system in the United States of America. Here's what the guy from Propaganda Buster has said. You know, that's what it is like, in other words, the best mass transit system in the South. Just put away of Miami, Florida, of creating Shannonville. You know, what it is because of that, because of a reporter. We call it Shannonville because where the reporter's background is from Channel 4. But maybe if we bring her or to represent that community, or to represent them of this new community, as well as something of a little bit of a change, for example, a little bit of a change, and like we need everybody in the melting pot. You know, Miami, Florida is becoming not just for Cuban Americans, but people from different other countries could come to Miami, Florida too. Then this is what it is about this lady that once in Channel 4 could come to Channel 7. Channel 7? Well, is as good as that, you know. Channel 7, you know, I mean, you watch the TV news in Channel 7. If she comes to Channel 7, then the Shannonville community because of Shannon Hori she is of Japanese descent, but you know, that everything was happening in Fukushima, whatever is happening in northern Japan will still happen in Japan. I think this community could make more of a charitable or whatever it is, because in their communities, wherever they are, they help the most out of them. You know, they were the ones that help out northern Japan. They were the ones that provide what it is. In other words, better Samaritans, better whatever it is. You know what? It's hard to understand. Every community is different, but you know, they have to try to mock on these people. They have to freaking mock on these people is that whatever it is, even someday if Chinese and Korean Christians who are Catholic sees if the Pope is not them, then they just say, oh, you know what, let's all become Protestants. And they become Protestants because that is kind of like a stereotypical of some things that have to worry in the past. What people have done in the past, who gives a heck? Do you see Jews complaining about about Benedict, or about Benedict the 16th, who was Germany, Nazi Germany has done a lot of bad crap back in the days. So it's not just a point to be that you have forming a new community, and we know that these people, I've never been to Japan, but in forming these people little by little, even a new generation could come and change ideas and think of new ways that, hey, maybe you have somebody named Michael as a papal leader. You know, as it's seen that my name could be Michael in Spanish, but Michael sure is somebody like I haven't seen about a samurai, somebody to serve. Somebody could be related to their family members as samurai. You know, you having says. If there would be a clue, I'm not saying, and I'm talking a little bit of religion, like some religious leader in Rome someday, my name of papacy of calling himself an Asian person, Michael, Pope Michael. You know, that's one thing, but as would be proud if Shannonville could exist, it will be, oh yeah, it represents, these people says it represents them, or is it like represents me or something like that. That will be interesting. All what it is like, anybody, I'm not Japanese, but I would love to welcome these people living here. You know, they could welcome here and living in this area and form a place called Shannonville. Shannonville in Florida is what it is that I think that, you know, we all get along. Along. My brother's giving me lunch. That what we have done in here is that Shannonville, in other words, you know, because it's Shannon Hori, and even though she comes back to Channel 7, comes back to Florida and working for Channel 7 because Channel 4, or like, I don't know what the heck they are, who's controlling Channel 4, but guess what, they're a bunch of haters, a bit. But I will tell you, we have Haitian community, all the Spanish speaking community, and Cuban community, and Japanese community in South Florida. It will make like a big difference. You have, oh, where's this guy? Oh yeah, it's like things could be along that people could come in this new community called Shannonville, and it says, oh yeah, they could get the latest Godzilla movies or the latest anime in their original language in Shannonville. So in other words, it might have the Miami Eastern Gardens. This is what it is because of Shannonville. When you have seen, oh yeah, where's the cherry blossom? They just go to the Miami Eastern Gardens in Shannonville. There's the cherry blossoms and whatever it is. You know, I think where you have to put thumbs up or thumbs down if you agree of welcome newcomers coming from New York, coming from California to create Shannonville, because of Shannon Hori is the only newscaster that was from Japanese descent here in Florida. And maybe if she heard of that under her name, she might come to Channel 7. Give it a thumbs up, write me some comments, tell me anybody in the US, where the Japanese community live in the US, Canada, or wherever, Brazil, and also in Japan, also when people are thought of going, oh yeah, I'm gonna go to Miami. You know, creating Shannonville could be the best intention to have this just one community, and we all get diversified, and you know, it'll be awesome for me. You know, I don't have to see that and then show, okay, what people in Shannonville did. Shannonville could start ending up from Miami Lakes. Then you have Shannonville. Shannonville could be around this area. You know, whatever it is, it'll be awesome. I think it'll be awesome that we could start Shannonville, you know. Please write me a comment below. Please write me a comment. Tell me what you think about this idea. The Shannonville of the idea could be a great idea for Miami, Florida, and for South Florida in general to change all things. Maybe somebody from, if Shannonville's created, maybe somebody from Shannonville could take over as the Miami-Dade Transit. Maybe better off with less corruption, reduce corruption, and whatever it is to do is that maybe with this somebody from the new Shannonville community could improve the mass transit system in Miami, Florida, to go up to the level of New York City. You know, and that's what it is. So goodbye and peace out. And maybe one of these days you'll see Ishiro and Hideki Matsui or any of these players playing in the Marlins, and most of the people could go in the stadium lives in Shannonville. So goodbye and peace out, everybody, and take care. And to my respect, to form the new community, we bow. Or they bow. Goodbye.